Hey everybody, thanks for joining me here once again for another session of advice with the Zodiac Twist. I'm actually recording this in my windowsill because it's very hot in here and I don't feel like turning on the air conditioner yet, and I don't feel like having any lights on, so just forgive the noise outside, and if you can't hear me, great, sorry. Okay, so if you watched my past video, the one I just posted yesterday, you saw that I said that there was going to be some changes to the channel. But one thing I want to reiterate once again is that I'm not going to be changing the fact that I'm still going to be posting advice videos for people who still want my advice, a birth chart done, compatibility, things like that. That's not going to change. The only thing that I'm just expanding the format a little bit, but I'm not really changing anything. I'm sorry. I'm not doing this again. That's going to be like my trademark, like me saying I'm not going to do this again. Anyway, so with that said, let's get into it. A young lady contacted me yesterday on Yahoo, and her birthday is actually a day before mine, November 6th. And she wanted me to do a birth chart on her. So let me just try to get to it. I only focus on 4 planetary alignments, which is Sun, Moon, Mars, and Venus. I can't really get into it too deep because I'm kind of pressed for time and I don't want to run over 10 minutes. So let's just start from the beginning. Like I said, she's a Scorpio. Her birthday is November 6th, and that makes her sun sign Scorpio. Now her moon is in Sagittarius, okay, and her Mars is in Leo, and her Venus is in Scorpio again. So let's start from the beginning. Scorpio women, for the most part, and I'm talking about myself too, we're very complex individuals. This is no other way to say it. And, now I'm talking to the girl who emailed me. With your moon in Sagittarius, I'm kind of envious of you, I'm going to be honest, because with your moon in Sagittarius, you are a lot more adventurous and spontaneous than the average Scorpio. And you tend to throw caution to the wind a lot more, whereas the typical Scorpio, is a little more cautious, suspicious. But with your moon in Sagittarius, like, you're just so much more outgoing. You throw caution to the wind and just kind of throw yourself into unknown situations. You have great confidence about yourself, which is so important. And you're very much attracted to like traveling. Like I don't know what your career goals are, but I think that you would love to do something like career-wise in terms of like travel writing or something like that. I think that you would be really good at that. But that's just me. The weakness in having your moon in Sagittarius is the fact that with you taking a lot of risks, there can be a lot of drawbacks. There can be a lot of, I don't want to say danger, but I will say that, with you taking a lot of risks, there can be, some situations that you may not be prepared to handle. So even though you like throwing yourself into situations, you have to be really careful about the company you keep. Okay, just keep that in mind. So let's move on. Your Mars is in Leo. Now, Mars, let me just speak on this real quick. Mars deals with temperament, how you handle anger, aggression, how you handle others, okay? So this is what Mars focuses on. Now, with your Mars being a Leo, you tend to come across kind of self-righteous sometimes, and you tend to be ready to cut people off at the drop of a hat if they upset you or say something that you don't like. And you know why? Because you put people in such high regard. People that you really love and care for and respect, you put them in such high regard that if they like let you down, then you're like, okay, I don't want to talk to that person anymore. So you can be very dismissive when you feel like it. So that's something that you might want to keep in mind. But what the thing that's really good about your Mars being a Leo is that you aren't too analytical. You don't get stuck in your brain and you just overthink things. You tend to have a good balance of feeling and thinking. You don't totally act with your heart and you don't totally act with your mind. So you tend to have really good balance on how to figure things out and make situations better. Now your Venus is in Scorpio as well. Now with your Venus in Scorpio, you're very affectionate and kind and loving and sweet until someone pisses you off. And then you turn into a cold, jealous type of person, and you become suspicious suspicious of everybody. And again, it goes back to you, kind of holding people in high regard and having extremely high expectations of people. But the thing about it is, it's not like you have all these expectations and you aren't willing to give the same in return, because you are. Because that's how Scorpios are. Like, we put 100% in everything that we do, and all we want is the same in return. And if someone isn't willing to do that, then we're like, what's wrong with you? Like, why couldn't you do this? And we feel betrayed and let down and abandoned. So those are all the things that you're dealing with your Sun being in Scorpio and your Venus being in Scorpio as well. So the one thing I just kind of want to say to you is, cut people some slack sometimes. Just try to cut people some slack. Venus deals with relationships in terms of friendships, relationships with your family members, relationships with the opposite sex, in terms of you dating someone. I don't know if you are or not, but you know what I mean. It deals with relationships on all levels, the Venus. Now, this is one thing I wanted to mention to you. I know that the chart that you sent me was done on cafeastrology.com, which is a really good website if you really want a detailed, in-depth analysis of your birth chart, because I can't get deep into it because I don't have enough time. But the one thing about it is, they say your moon is a Sagittarius, but I have like a lot of astrology books here, and some of them say that your moon is in Capricorn. So please take everything that I just said with a grain of salt, and please take their chart with a grain of salt. Meaning, don't take it too literally, like don't get too bogged down in it, but I'm hoping that you walk out of this session with a little more than you came in with, and if you can do that, then I feel like I've done my job, and hopefully I did do that. I think that's about it. If you have any other questions, please feel free to contact me as usual. Email me anytime, creativewritings247@gmail.com, and that goes for anyone else out there who wants some advice, or wants a birth chart done, or wants some compatibility advice and all that good crap. And I guess I will talk to you soon. Oh, one more thing. There is absolutely no reason for you to not be successful. You have everything at your disposal, and it starts and ends with you. Don't expect a handout, and don't expect any ass kissing. Just remember what I just said, and if you ever need a reality check, look at this video again, and remember, it starts and ends with you. So I hope I helped. I really do. I'll be posting another video again, because so many people emailed me today. It was crazy. It's like the most emails I've gotten in one day for this channel. So I'll be talking to you guys soon, and keep watching. You can comment, rate, and subscribe if you want. If you don't, I really don't care. I'm not like too hung up about, oh my god, nobody subscribes or whatever. Whatever. If you want to, you can, but I'm not gonna kiss your butt about it. Believe that. So anyway, you guys, be good, and I will see